What's good, everyone? In today's video, I will show you the best ways to find bases and how you know there's a base nearby. Alright, well, let's get started. Alright, there's some stuff you have to do before we can get started on finding bases. So yeah. First off, if you can AFK, 4,000 shards, you can purchase an amethyst crate and get an amethyst pickaxe. Well, a reminder to everyone, it will destroy itself in 3 days. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying from this store, from DonutSMP store. Just AFK at the AFK area, get shards, buy them / shards, so, and then yeah. After you've done that, purchase an amethyst pickaxe, and yeah. Another way what you could do, as I don't want to spend my shards, I don't know why. But what I will do, I will just buy a drill myself. For example, I'll look for one that's good. Alright. Now I have an amethyst pickaxe, and then you'll also need to buy ingots. And you may be asking, why do I need ingots? Well, I'll explain. Make sure it's 8 minutes, because we want ourselves to be resourceful. We don't wanna like every 3 minutes like throw a potion. It's just annoying. Alright, once we got that, we will need to RTP. You can RTP anywhere, but I will RTP to east, because I want to find rich bases. And E Essential, you can do that too. And another thing now when we're RTP, we wanna be at the specific core, alright? These cores I'm right now, you might be asking, that's really good. Like, shouldn't you be mining down? I mean, like, to be honest, these cores, they're not that bad, and they're not that bad. So, and another thing is, it looks pretty unrated here. However, if you look at our Y level, we're pretty high up, which means that they're probably going to be deep dark below us, for sure. But it's not always, so we might as well mine. But I will show you good places to find bases and why they're good. Places you wanna find bases are the biomes forest. People build their bases there because it lasts longer, and I've noticed that, because I build my bases below forest and they last about 2 to 3 months, which is pretty insane. But now, let's actually try out the method. Alright. To enable pie chart, that's an important thing. We need to have pie chart in order to know if there's bases. So what we do is F3-1. After that, you see a big blue circle filled with some random stuff. Well, what you're going to do is click tick number 2, and then for the old versions, what you guys need to do is tick level and then block entities. But for me, since I'm on 1.1 and 1.1, the newest version of Minecraft, I will do block entities. So I will click number 5. Alright. Now, what I have right now is a pie chart telling me a sign. So there's a sign nearby, but we shouldn't really care because we're on top of, like, we're on the surface, and we can't detect anything from the above surface underground because DonutSMP has an anti-cheat that doesn't let us render underground. So yeah. And now we'll just mine down and hope for the best. Now we dig down. And if anything new shows on my pie chart when I go below display layer, that means like such as ender chest, or even sign possibly, then there might be a base. Unless it's a huge cave, and yeah. Alright, let's see here. These are dripstone. They can grow too. So this chunk might be loaded for long, but I'm not sure. I just know that these grow. So, but we're above surface, so no. Alright, deep layer, let's go. Yep, as said, there will be deep dark. Deep dark, unfortunate. Alright, to do the ender pearl glitch, what you'll need to do is take an ender pearl, jump and plate, and then use the F5 to look around the area. From my perspective, there's nothing here. So let's just go around, and then yeah. Oh my god, what's the lag? My game crashed. There was nothing I could do. Alright. So in this situation, there is no base. Oh my god! Alright. My game kept crashing and it was really annoying. So, yep. I switched to regular launcher instead. Alright. Now we need to get to really specific chords, alright? Or not that specific. We have to get around that area because that's the area where the bases are where good bases are built, alright? So we're gonna RTP to Nether. And hope for the best. Yeah, here is an example of real good chords, the recommendation I gave. See, it doesn't look really that engraved up on the surface. And there should be fewer drill mines. There's none. There's none. That's an actual surprise. So if there's none, we're lucky. We're mining down. Alright, nothing new in my pie chart. Alright. As we can clearly see, there is a drum. However, we shouldn't get sad. This is actually a thing that we should be thanking. Drill mines could also show bases. Look here. I just detected sign. That could be up on the surface, and that could be below surface too. Now, if I walk far and it's still my pie chart, that means that the sign is up on the surface. But if I walk not that far, so by now it should already disappear from my pie chart, which means that it should be here, underground. But yeah, unlucky. If I do my pro glitch and I see mobs around here, that means the person forgot to turn off their mob, which means if we keep mining that direction, there will be a base. I've experienced that myself, and I've actually found a base by seeing mobs underground on inside caves mining that direction. I found a kelp farm, and yeah, it's because some people might not have this, and it's but their alt accounts can have it when they're AFKing it. But it's really rare to see that happen. So if you ever encounter that, you might be lucky. If you ever encounter vault, trial spawner, and I think that's the only thing, ignore that. You're not gonna find anything. Hitboxes shown now. That could be also useful. So hitboxes is also another thing you can use, because I think you can see mobs through the chunks, and you can see items too. Why? Since when do they show direction? Alright, so this is newly big, which means we won't find any base. There's no way. Some people here in the video might not have an Eli, so yeah. Yeah, here. See how it disappears for a not longer time? If that was up on the surface, that one would have stayed for a longer time. Oh, we found a base. We found a base. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't. Reason for that is because, see that spawner particles right there? I thought we found one, but we didn't. It's a trial chamber. And it's also a mob. See, it's a trial chamber. Unlucky. Unlucky. Alright. I think we found a base. Oh shit. We did find the base. However, it's raided. We were close though. Oh, it continues. Alright, great. I don't know what that is. Okay, probably covered that up. Babies. Oh, choke box. Oh my god, it's lava. Oh, whoa. See here? See that? Oh my god. Is it rated or? man, I thought that was a stash because of the. Should we call that one a successful or just a fail? I would say that one is half successful and half. Why is this guy covering? Oh shit. I'm gonna show you guys the next base tactic. Alright? That's it. That is flying over big caves. Alright, there's a bell. Which means it's a yeah, it's a village above us. I think that view looks pretty grown. Because of a, oh my god, village above could be. Alright everyone, yeah. So those are all the base hunting methods. But to revise, what I did is FD1, then tick block entities for the new version of Minecraft. But for the older Minecraft version, it's block. It's tick level block entities, and then yeah, I recommend using the vanilla one because it's more accurate than the toggable. I don't know why, but it's more toggable and believable, or it's more accurate and believable. And then another thing to do, if there's mobs in caves, there's a base probably because the person I forgot to turn the mob response off. Always check huge caves. They might have something in it, near it. And then using a light trap, fly in drill mines. Don't fly on stuff that's newly broken, because you will probably not find anything. The person will find. The reason for that is because if there's older drill mines, people dig down, they don't notice the drill mine, they build their base near it. I found a couple of bases, and then because of that, and then and the cores, I recommend to going for those. It was from 20 to 40k, and then for the X level is 20 to 40k or 50k, and for the Z it's negative 180 to 210k. So yeah, and I found a loot drop. Alright. So yeah. Hopefully you guys can make something cool and find bases. Today was not such a great day. But yeah, another thing to do, enable entity entity F3B for hitboxes, and then enable if to reload chunks it's F3AA, and then if I'm missing, and then for chunk border is F3G. So yeah, so make sure to have that. And if you're base hunting, make sure to go on the forest, because that's where bases are. That's where people think it's more hidden, where it's actually it's hidden. I built a couple of bases there and it lasts very long. So if it lasts long, then I think that people are building there. And yeah, and before you're mining, for example, if it's in this area, you wanna check like if there's any. Yeah, see there was like a mine there. So yeah, it's good to know if it's even worth going down or not. To see here's mine. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Um yeah. Buy a drill. I know the elytra is probably not the best option, but find big caves by going up on the surface like this. Uh, you just go up on the surface. You do like this, and then perk this and look if there's huge caves. I can't see right now because I don't have this, but you should be able to see caves, and then you should be able to see deep slate level, which is like you'll see like a flat layer because it's not loaded. Yeah, I guess that's it. Good luck everyone on finding bases. I'll post some shorts if I do find more bases, because I'm thinking about posting short on short or throwing my base find. So yeah, have fun.